Hi YouTube, I'm Taylor. Welcome to Ginger Next Door. Today's video is going to be a continuation of the video I posted earlier this week. This is going to be my 2018 favorites, but this is going to be hair and skincare stuff and random things. There are a lot of things sitting in front of me on this little table, so grab a snack because we're going to be here for a minute. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the mermaid elephant in the room. Today I have long hair, and that's because of my Barefoot Blonde extensions, which is the first thing I want to talk about. That was my favorite of the year. I love these extensions because they're relatively affordable for how amazing the quality is. They are super thick, they're very full. You only have to wash them like every few weeks. They're beautiful, they're comfortable, and oh, they're just amazing. I did a whole video about my hair extensions when I very first got them. If you want to see that video, you can check it out. I'll put the link in the description bar. Another thing to go along with my extensions that is one of my favorite things I got this year is this little extension carrying case bag. It's so cute. It looks like a little tiny dress bag and it comes with a hanger. So the hanger is like one of these clampy ones that opens up. So you just stick all of your extensions in there, close it, and then they can hang up so they stay nice and styled. This is a great little thing for traveling or just for hanging your extensions up at the end of the night. If you put them in here, then they can stay nice and curled and they're just ready to go the next morning. If you lay them down, they stay styled pretty good, but having them hanging up really helps them to all stay nice and beautiful and curled. I got this on Amazon and I'm a cheapo, so I know it wasn't more than like $15. This is from the brand Beauty Hair Fashion. If you just search hair extension hangers, maybe I'll try to find it and put a link to it if you care about that. Most of the products that are sitting in front of me right now are hair care products. I feel like this was the year that I finally realized you can't just let your hair air dry and then curl it or straighten it and expect it to do what you want it to do. So most of the year last year I had tape and extensions, so I learned a lot about hair care and how important it is to take care of your hair, which is why my hair is healthier than it's been in years. Also because of, I think you probably already know what I'm going to say if you follow me on Instagram or if you've watched a couple of my other videos. My Sugar Bear hair vitamins are a freaking life-changing, miracle-working, wonderful, beautiful thing. I've gone through a bunch of these. I think I've been taking these for about 6 months now. My hair is healthier and shinier and stronger than it's ever been in my entire life. Also, my nails feel great, and also, I'm growing freaking eyebrows. If you know me in real life, you know the thing that I complain about and stress out about all the time, besides my baggy under eyes, is that my eyebrows are so blonde that they are non-existent. I always say, oh, I have 3 eyebrow hairs. Since I started taking my Sugar Bear vitamins, my brow hairs are growing in. They're still completely blonde, so if I don't have anything in them, they're very hard to see. But I have actual eyebrow hairs there, which is a freaking miracle. And aside from all of the other benefits of how great my hair feels and how much thicker and shinier it is taking these vitamins, just for the benefits for my eyebrows and eyelashes, totally worth it. And if you saw my Ulta haul that I posted a couple of months ago, you know that the only downside to these is that it makes your armpit hair grow faster, so you gotta shave a lot, but it's worth it. Okay, next I have a couple of conditioning type things. This is a hair mask. This is from the brand Maui Moisture. This is the Heal and Hydrate Shea Butter hair mask. I absolutely love this stuff. It smells incredible. And this is a drugstore brand, so it's very affordable. It comes in a big tub like this. You just glob a bunch of this into your hair when you're in the shower, and it feels amazing. I'll be totally honest, I don't know a ton about important ingredients in hair care, but I'm learning, and I'm trying to learn more. There's a lot of things in this that it lists that are not in it that are important. This has no silicones, parabens, gluten, SLS, sulfate, surfactants, synthetic dye. It does say yes vegan, yes eco-friendly, yes coconut water, yes pure aloe juice. Those are good things because aloe and coconut are very hydrating. I really like this hair mask a lot. I feel like it gives a really good boost of hydration, especially where it's been so dry. My hair definitely hasn't been as frizzy this winter as it normally does because I've been using this mask a ton. This also says it's silicone free and the first ingredient is 100% aloe juice. That seems like good to me. The next thing that I've been using and loving is this Shea Moisture 100% virgin coconut oil leave-in treatment. I just spray this on my hair when it's a little bit damp after I take a shower, and this smells amazing. Again, I have a thing about scents, okay? And a lot of people do. It smells like coconut, which is my favorite scent in the whole world. This also, of course, because it's a leave-in conditioner, gives a really great boost of moisture, which is constantly something I'm needing in my hair. This also says it's supposed to detangle, protect, and control control frizz for all hair types. It's also sulfate free, which I would hope so because the whole point is that we're trying to get hydration and moisture into our hair, and sulfate does the exact opposite of that. The next things are all to do with prepping your hair, which I've learned is so important. If you want your hair to do anything and look amazing, you have to do something to it. I don't know why I have such an issue with this because I'll do 50 steps on my makeup, but for some reason when it comes to hair I'm like, oh no, I simply can't. Yes, you can. It's good for you. The biggest thing that I learned this year that is so important is heat protectant. This is the Sexy Hair Hot Sexy Hair Prep Me. This is a blow dry cream, so you put this on your hair and then blow dry it. Protecting your hair from heat is super important, especially for my extensions, so I love this. I use it every time I blow dry my hair. I also have found that it makes my hair feel really smooth and it blow dries nicer. And then before heat styling my hair, so either straightener or a curling iron, this is the Hot Toddy Heat Protectant Mist. I like this because it's an aerosol, so you can get a lot of it where you need it and you don't get that weird like spurty, squirty weirdness that you do with like a regular pump. So I like this one a lot. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a heat protectant. It has a tiny bit of hold. It gives a little bit of texture when your hair is freshly washed. Sometimes I feel like it's so smooth that your hair doesn't want to hold a curl. So this gives you just a tiny bit of like that grit that your hair needs to hold a curl. And then probably my favorite thing that I've started using this year is the Aquage Uplifting Foam. You spray this in your roots right before you blow dry your hair. I've also used this on my dry hair before, right before I style it when I feel like I need a little extra, which I always feel like I need a little extra zhuzh in there. I have the flattest hair in all the land, but this really helps and again adds that kind of texture and grit that you need when your hair is freshly washed. I always feel like that first day right after I wash my hair is so smooth that it just like flattens against my face and won't hold a curl. So I like it to feel a little bit dirty. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of hating washing my hair, dry shampoo! I'm the last person in the world to jump on the Batiste dry shampoo bandwagon, and now that I'm here, I'm loving it. I live for this. It's my favorite one. I used to use the Tresemme dry shampoo. I still use that one once in a while, but the Batiste one is my absolute favorite now. It smells good. They come in a bunch of different scents, so you can find one that you like. I also like this one a lot because I don't feel like it gives you that weird powdery, like, whiteness in your hair. Sometimes if I spray it a little bit too close or I put a lot on, because I'm very generous with how much I put of this in my hair, I feel like it absorbs and it goes away for the most part if you run your fingers through it and kind of help it to blend in. It doesn't give you a weird texture to your hair. It doesn't make your hair flat. It just gets rid of the oil and then everything's great. Last thing as far as hair products is this Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold Finishing Spray. I absolutely love this. These two products are products that I've seen a ton of people use over the years on YouTube and Instagram and things like that, but I kind of, like I said, not that I didn't care about my hair stuff, because I did. I didn't used to use hairspray. I think this year is the first year I ever actually put hairspray in my hair for a long, long time. And now that I'm here, it's like life-changing. What was I doing? I like this because it's an aerosol. It's a very fine mist, so you can get as much as you need. Again, the weird squirty thing. I just hate that. It doesn't have a horrible overpowering smell, and it's a soft touch, so your hair doesn't feel crunchy and weird like the 90s. The next thing I'm going to move into is my skincare stuff. The first thing that I saw sitting here was this Physicians Formula Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer. I love this. I use this every morning. It helps to depuff your under eyes. It has cucumber in it, which is really soothing. It has kind of that cooling, calming effect, and I noticed that it really does help to bring down the puffiness. I always have puffy eyes in the morning, so I absolutely love this. And since it's a drugstore brand, it's very inexpensive, but it works wonderfully. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I've been using a ton this year and absolutely loving. This is the Yes2 Tomatoes Clear Skin 2-Step Nose Kit. My biggest skincare complaint is that I constantly have blackhead issues on my nose, right here on my forehead, and then like right here on my chin. It drives me insane. Like, I will have days where my skin is completely clear. It only happens like for what, 2 days out of the month, because then we're hormonal. But even on those days when my skin is like the best it's ever been, I always have blackheads. It's something that drives me insane. It's my main issue when I don't wear any makeup. I feel like that's like the thing that I just can't stop picking at and noticing. I've tried the Biore strips. I've tried a few different high-end like scrubs and masks and things like that for blackheads. I feel like this has been the most effective thing that I've used. Like I said, this is a 2-step little skincare treatment. The first step is an exfoliating cleanser that is made with charcoal and tomatoes. This has a nice like black charcoal scrub in it that I really like, and then the bottom of it is a little nose strip. I love this nose strip because it's really flexible. That sounds kind of weird, but I've used ones before that are so stiff you can't get it like into the contours of your nose where you really have those problem areas. This one goes in there nicely, and then when you pull it off, you can see it pulling everything out of your disgusting clogged pores, but it's really gentle and it doesn't like feel like you're ripping your face off. And I'm someone who likes that instant gratification, that I can actually tell a difference right after I use a skincare product. This one I feel like you really can see a difference the first time that you use it, and then for a couple days after, it seems like it just gets more and more cleared up. So I really like this. As long as I use them regularly, it helps to keep my blackheads under control for the most part. The other complaint I'm constantly whining about is my puffy under eyes, which is why I love these. These are the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. These are awesome. They're a great under eye mask. The thing I really like about these is that they are very easy to apply. They're a little bit more sticky than ones that I've used before. Some of the hydrogel ones are so flexible and like they just kind of slide down your face. These ones I feel like really stay in place and stay under your under eyes where you need that depuffing, cooling sensation. This is another one that as soon as I take them off, I have that instant gratification of like, I feel like I'm less puffy. I feel like my under eyes are brighter. These are fabulous. I want to use them every single day. Another drugstore skincare product that I've been using this year and really loving is this Clear Pore Oil Eliminating Astringent from Neutrogena. This one I like a lot because it has salicylic acid in it. My skin responds really well to salicylic, so if I do have any little breakouts or things like that, this helps to get rid of them. And then I also just like to use this even on days when I don't feel like my skin is super distressed, because I feel like, again, it just kind of helps keep everything under control, so there's not a problem. It's preventative. I feel like when I do a really good job about always using this and remembering to use it, my skin looks so much better. It is a little bit drying, so I like to always make sure I use a moisturizer afterwards, but I feel like it's not anything that's over drying my skin or hurting it in any way. And then last thing as far as skincare are 2 lip products. These are 2 things I absolutely love that I've been using a lot this past few months. This is the Frank Body Lip Scrub in Cherry Bomb. I absolutely love this. It's a really gentle lip exfoliator. I have such a hard time saying this name. This is the Mamonde Lip Sleeping Mask. When I use this before I go to bed, I notice that when I wake up in the morning, my lips feel super hydrated, and they also look very plump because they're so, like, moisturized. Is moisturized a word? That felt weird coming out of my mouth. They feel very hydrated? They feel super hydrated and really smooth, so my lip products go on and look a lot nicer than if I don't use this. I also sometimes will just put a little bit of this on in the mornings if I need like a little bit of extra moisture. I'm kind of addicted to it. I feel like I'm constantly putting this stuff on my mouth, but it's amazing. I just realized I forgot to mention this in my hair care area. This curling wand is my favorite thing in the whole world. This is a 1/2-inch curling wand from Bedhead. You can get this at Ulta, or they probably have it on Amazon. I absolutely love this. It creates the tiniest little springiest curls. They are so fun. It looks like a perm, or it almost looks like a natural curl. You can also use this a couple of different ways. If you use thicker pieces of hair, you get more of like that beachy wave. Or if you take little tiny sections, you can get that really fun like spiral, like kind of frizzed out, but not. Embrace the frizz. I love it. It's not like this is hot. It's not even plugged in. But touching the curling wand part of it with my bare hand freaks me out. Okay, I just have a couple more things to talk about that are kind of more random products, but I thought I would throw them in here. I've talked about this a million times on Instagram, and I've talked about it here on my channel. This book is life-changing. This is the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I am the worst at reading names. If you read this book and you actually do what it tells you to do, your life will change. I know that sounds kind of silly, but seriously, when I started reading this book, I started making little changes here and there. I still have a lot of things that I would like to implement into my brain. I started making little changes here and there, and all of a sudden my life is in a completely different place than it was 6 months ago, and I'm just really happy about it. I would highly recommend this book if you are someone who is feeling like you are in a rut. Even if you don't feel like you're in a rut, it's such a good book. It talks mainly about identifying your self-sabotaging tendencies and how to kind of calm those down and stop telling yourself you suck all the time, which is what I do all the time. But I'm working on it, so this is great. Read it. Do it. The last thing that I wanted to touch on in this video is this really cute scarf right here. This is from the brand The Kwai. How freaking cute is this lipstick scarf? And it has her little name down at the bottom, The Kwai. This is a local Utah brand that is owned by Kwai Ash. I think that's her last name. Sorry if it's wrong. This scarf is so freaking cute. It feels very nice. You can wear it a ton of different ways. Support your local businesses, or if you're not from Utah, support it anyways, because this thing is freaking adorable. I wore this in my last video, and I absolutely love it. It's so cute. Plus, Kwai, who is the owner, is one of the coolest, most badass boss ladies I've ever met in my life. Go follow them on Instagram. Their Instagram handle is the.kwai. Oh my gosh, I'm like exhausted from all that talking. Well, if you're still here and you made it clear to the end of this video, thanks for sticking around. And like I always say, if you feel like you want to, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Thirsty from all that talking. I gotta go get a big fat Diet Coke. Goodbye.